Yo, what's going on? Welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to another live gaming news show with your boy Gifted Gamer 204. We back at it again, ladies and gentlemen, with another banger. First of all, happy 4th of July to everybody out there, to all my fellow Americans. You understand what I'm saying? Uh, um, Hopefully you're off, right, on a day like today, because I know if you work in like retail and things like that, like a lot of people don't get these holidays off, and it's sad, but people gotta make money out there. So hopefully you're off, and if you are, hopefully you're enjoying this time off, and especially coming on a Friday this year, landing on a Friday. So a lot of people should be enjoying it. So shout outs to everybody out there. If you are new and you do like what you see here, subscribe to the channel, hit the like button, share out the stream. Do all that good stuff for your boy, man. I appreciate everybody putting up. Shout out to my brother Molly's in the building. Shout out to Goku in the building. Shout out to Ruben in the building, ladies and gentlemen. What's going on? We're gonna give it like 2 minutes and then we're gonna go off. All right, we're gonna give it like 2 minutes, then we're gonna go off. Let's see if more people come in. Give the people some time. All right. Molly, what's good? Yo. Yup. Goku, wow. No. Read the headline. It's the studio and developers want it on Xbox, not Sony. Plus, Sony never putting their tent pole. Okay, we're gonna speak on that. If Xbox is going to have Steam, then yes, PlayStation is putting their games on Xbox. Don't see how it's an issue. More people get to enjoy games. Anybody mad over this is just weird. Okay, we're gonna speak on it. We're gonna speak on all that. You know, Helldivers 2 is going to be an actual. Yep. My man Molly is at work. Yo, we gotta drop a bomb for my brother Molly, man. Damn. Damn.
Finish him.
Yo, keep your head up, my brother. I'm sorry to hear that, bro, but you gotta make that bread. You understand what I'm saying? That's it, bro. You gotta make that bread. That's all that matters, man. You know? Hopefully you setting yourself up for the future where, potentially you won't need to be working on days like this. You understand? That's what it's about. That's what it's about, my brother. So hopefully you doing that, and don't take it one day at a time, my brother. Just try to set yourself up for the future. That's all. That's all you got to do. Work towards the future. That's all you got to do, my brother. Yeah, we're about to get into this in like another minute. We're gonna give it one more minute and we're gonna get into the topic, all right? Let me see here. Let me see if I'm missing anything before I start. I'm pretty sure I am. Pretty sure I'm missing. If everything sounds good, let me know if anything sounds off. If it looks off, anything, let me know, all right? Before we start. Because I have been noticing, like, the mic be going in and out sometimes. And I'm just like, bro, what the hell's going on? I got a great microphone. I got an XLR cable attached to it. I got the Focus Bright. I got the one-on-one. I don't got the two. I know there's two of them. There's the one now you can only plug one mic. And there's the second one that you can plug two mics. And that one, I'm told, is way, like, light years better than the one that I have. So maybe that's it. I don't know. Man, this is crazy, bro. This is crazy, man. Wow. Saving up for that PS6. Crazy, man. This is crazy, bro. Like, look, I just bumped into this tweet, right? Hold on. I just bumped into this, right, from from Sir Bruvian, right? And it's so funny to me that I just bumped into this. So before I get into the topics, let me just show you this to you, and so I could speak on this a little bit, okay? So this is so funny. So he puts out this tweet. This was at 8:53 in the morning, right? Oh, he's in the UK, so he puts out this tweet. Xbox fanboys are now unsubscribing because I refuse to be like Reforged and just simp for a brand. Xbox can F up, and when they do, I'll be vocal about it. PlayStation will, and I'll talk about it. I'm not an anti PlayStation Xbox creator. So if that's why you follow me, then don't. Okay? Um, okay? Um, not saying this is not me saying that, you know, I agree with his how he runs his channel. If I believe him that all of a sudden he is now an Xbox. Yeah, I've made videos about him. I already told y'all. I don't believe him when he said, "Oh, this is my first time," you know, experiencing Xbox. This is my first. Like, he's had an Xbox in his home for his child, right? This whole time, the whole time that he was a PlayStation fan, there's been an Xbox in his house. So you're not going to tell me that that's the first time you're experiencing an Xbox game. That now all of a sudden you pro Xbox and this, that, and the third. I don't believe none of that. He made a video. It went viral. Everybody caught on to it. So what he decides to do, he is now gonna jump ship, and he's gonna continue on because, you know, that's what content creators do. Whatever is popping, if that's what got him to 10,000, almost 11,000 subscribers, how could he turn his back on that? You can't. At that point, you can't. You gotta run with it because you decided to make the video. It goes viral. At that point, you gotta run with it, whether you like it or not. So that's what he decided to do, right? Which is the right thing to do. Business-wise, it's the right thing to do. So, but saying that, he made his bed. Now he got to lay in it. Right? He got to lay in it. You came out, you started talking trash about PlayStation. Once you saw all those fans, once you saw your subscribers going all the way up, you gotta roll with it. Gotta roll with it. Okay? So that's the type of fan base that they got. That's the type of my bad, y'all. That's the type of fan base that they got over there. That's how it is. You with them, you gotta roll with them until the end. So, listen, man. He gotta live with that. But saying all that, it's funny because the same thing that happened to him happens to me. Right? I came in destroying Xbox. If those of y'all who've been watching me since the beginning know that I came in actually destroying Xbox. Okay? So that's how people caught on to my channel. And I've said my story many times. Okay, I've told y'all why I decided to come on YouTube, why I've decided to defend PlayStation, right? Because I started seeing the narrative of PlayStation don't do nothing, PlayStation is trash, PlayStation, you know, Xbox is better, right? So, and this was me outside of YouTube, catching all, listening to all this within my circle outside of YouTube. So I'm like, hold on a second, what's going on here? I start doing research. I start bringing out facts. Oh no, here, look, boom, boom, boom. I've noticed people, they wasn't really paying me any mind, so I felt like I was wasting my energy. So I said, you know what? I'm gonna take my energy and I'm gonna take it to YouTube, and I'm gonna see what it do over there. Once I brought that energy to YouTube, people started catching on. All right. All the information I was gathering up, all the facts I was bringing up, instead of bringing it to that circle, I brought it to my YouTube channel. I'm gonna focus my energy here. So boom, boom, boom. I start coming out and start hitting. But that doesn't mean that I hated Xbox before I came to you. That was never the case, right? I never paid any mind to Xbox. I've never owned an Xbox, right? I never owned an Xbox. I never owned a 360, the OG. I didn't own none of that. So my hatred or dislike, I should say, towards the Xbox, it was never really there because they never broke my heart. So I never got the whole getting at Xbox thing. So, fast forward to make a long story short, recently I've been getting at Sony as well. Most of y'all know I've been getting at them because they deserve this heat. They deserved it, and I saw it. And I said, yo, I cannot say that I'm gonna be real with the people and always try to find an excuse as to why Sony is doing this move. As to why, that's when you start becoming delusional and you start becoming like the Xbox guys. Okay, that's when you become that. When you keep on saying excuses after excuses. Oh, it's because this. Oh, it's because that. Oh, don't worry, he's gonna be this. Oh, don't worry, he's gonna do that. Oh. When these people are showing you something, believe it. These people are not playing with their money. They making business decisions for their company. Not for you, but their company. So I have to call them out. As much as I love PlayStation, I have to call them out. People start unsubscribing from my channel. We've had a lot of members. They start leaving. So that's why I brought up this tweet. Because it's almost like the same thing happens to him is happening to me. People, I start talking bad about Sony and PlayStation. Boom. People start walking out the door. Because if you don't say something that the people that come to your channel, what they want to hear, they're going to leave. So it's almost like you got to play to the fans that you have and they want you to become delusional fans as well. And I'm not going for that. That's not me. I'm sorry. I've never been that way. Sorry. Even with sports teams. You think I'm going to be sitting here wasting my time feeling sad because I got to be loyal to the New York Knicks, because I got to be loyal to the New York Mets because I'm New York and I got to every year they lose. Every year. Lose. You think I'm going to be sitting here depressed because I'm from New York, so no. Make the right moves. Get me a damn championship for once, and we could talk after that. How about that? But anyways, I just wanted to bring that up because that same situation is I'm in a similar situation as him when it comes to all this. So that taught me a lot. Me being in the space, me being in YouTube, that taught all that's going on that I'm mentioning, that taught me a lot about this space. I was trying to make this like a full-time thing for me. And if y'all been following me, y'all know I've been putting in the work. I've been doing game shows every day since I decided to go full-time. I've been going every day live, gameplay, showcases, news shows, unboxings, first trailer reactions. I've been doing everything. But at the end of the day, it's going to all come down to the people, the chat. Are they going to be willing enough to say, to give me the opportunity to actually go full-blown, full-time, make this my number one priority every day? I don't believe that because of what just happened, because of what happened to me. Because people could turn on you like that. And that's not a chance that I'm willing to take. And that's why I said to my members and all that changes is coming. I'm not going to be on here all the time like I used to be every day doing it's not going to happen. It's not going to happen. I got to focus on something else now. I'm not saying I'm leaving. But as far as you can already see it, I'll be taking 2 days off here, a day off. As before this all happened, I was in here locked in every single day. Sometimes I was even doing 7-day streams, Monday through Sunday, and right back on the next Monday. But the thing is, just by that happening, I said, nah, I don't rock like that. I'm good. If y'all want my honest opinions, that's what I'm here for. I'm not here to be whatever PlayStation does. I'm going to be on board with it. I'm going to find an excuse for it because that's what Xbox do. And that's not me. I refuse to go down that path because I'm not doing that. I'm not doing that. So, I just had to clear that out because this just happened. I was just scrolling on X and boom, this just came out. And I'm like, damn, I might have to speak on this. I gotta speak on it. But anyways, let's get to the main topic of today's show, people. And it's right here. This is why we're here today. This is why we're here today. Now, I already see a lot of people making excuses for what's going on. Oh, don't worry. This, that, and the third. Goku just finished saying that it's the studio and the developers that wanted this on Xbox, so that's why this happened. Like if the studio and the devs actually make call the shots. You know who calls these shots? PlayStation calls the shot. You know who owns that IP right there? PlayStation owns that IP. You know who's the publisher? PlayStation. You know what publishers do? You know what publishers do? They handle the distribution and marketing access. They provide the funding. You know, when Pilstead was saying, without Sony, we would have made Helldivers 2, the game that it is today, without Sony's, finances, without their support. You know that? Remember that? That he said that? PlayStation. They handle all the marketing, all the promotion, all the funding, distribution, everything. You know what Arrowhead handles? Make the damn game, please. Thank you very much. We'll take care of the rest. Okay? When Arrowhead goes to Sony, yo, Sony, we finished. Here. Oh, y'all done? Let me take a look at it real quick. This run good. Yo, thank you very much. We'll be in touch. Sony now takes that game and does whatever the hell they want with it. Why? Because they own it. Arrowhead don't own it. Arrowhead is out the door. Arrowhead is not here anymore. In case you didn't know, Arrowhead is under Tencent. They gone. Goodbye. You know the studio that PlayStation had right here in the palm of their hands, and they decided to go with Bungie. They decided to go with Jade Raymond. They decided to go with Jason Blundell. They decided to go with Team LFG and the rest of them. You know that one studio, the one game that actually fit the bill of Herman Host and Jim Ryan's vision, which was live service? You know, the one they've been scrambling and canceling all live service, flopping all over the place? The one that stood tall and made an impact. Helldivers 2 embodies everything that Sony has been talking about when it comes to the live service. Everything that you hear, we want live service, we want this, we want to grow, we want this. Helldivers 2 is the one game that embodies all of that. They let that go. They let Arrowhead walk out the door. Now Arrowhead is part of Tencent. Arrowhead, Tencent now holds they spent, I believe it was like $80 million to have the majority say of what Arrowhead does. Arrowhead already came out, said they're gonna be independent. The next game is gonna be fully funded by them. Nothing to do with PlayStation, but we'll take a look at if we want to work with PlayStation later on in the future. That's what they said. That's what they said. What if that next game that they create is a smash and they don't have time to come back to PlayStation and work on Helldivers 3? Because don't get it twisted. Helldivers 2 is what it is because of Arrowhead. They created the game. Okay? They're the ones behind the game. Sony is just behind the publishing. That's all Sony's behind. But having the creative minds that it takes to develop a game, all these ideas to throw into the games, how it's going to work, what we should do. Should it be PvE, PvP, the missions, the guns, the lore of the game, the plot, the story, everything. That was Arrowhead. That was not PlayStation. PlayStation had nothing to do with that. That was Arrowhead. So for those who think that somehow PlayStation is just going to be able to hand this IP over to another studio and gain the same success, you got another thing coming. Because if you don't know what you're doing, the game is going to flop. And it's not going to be the same as Helldivers 2. Not gonna be the same. Okay, it's not gonna be the same. So, another thing that I've seen is this game is already old. They already said live service was supposed to be multi-plat or whatever the case. It's already multi. Am I missing something? Multi-plat or PlayStation is considered PC. Multi-plat for PlayStation is also considered Nintendo to a certain extent. But you know why Nintendo was allowed? Because in business, you got direct competition and then you got indirect competitions. Yeah, we in the same space, but you not my competition. The people that buy God of War might not be the same people that's gonna go and buy Kirby's the new Kirby's Rapids game that's coming out. So it's two different demographics. Now the people on Xbox, the people that buy God of War, we are very safe to assume that those are the same people that will buy a Gears of War. It's the same crowd. There's nothing different with that. The difference between PlayStation and Nintendo, I just told you. There's a difference there. So it's obvious that they were trying to reach a broader audience, a younger audience. They were trying to get that demographic, which I told you, that's understandable. A company got to make money and find ways to make money. So that Nintendo move was understandable, and I was behind it. Now, this move makes absolutely no sense whatsoever. This move don't make no sense. Because what is it? How much can we actually say that this game is going to sell on Xbox? Could we push it to 400,000? Could we sit here and say that Helldivers 2 is going to sell over 400,000 copies on Xbox when it drops? I don't know. I'm pretty sure PlayStation doesn't know. Why? Due to the fact they just finished dropping Final Fantasy 16 on there. Final Fantasy 16 was a game that a lot of people were talking about that they wanted over there. We saw how that went. Black Myth Wukong is going over there. Let's see how much that sells over there. You're already starting to see people talking about they're not going to buy it because they're upset at Game Science or whatever. Instead of actually trying to buy it and send a message. But the point is, Xbox is known now. Xbox gamers are now known for not buying games. And PlayStation knows that. Don't sit here for one second thinking that PlayStation does not know this information, because they do. And I've been telling y'all, these people get information before we do. All this was already planned, in case you didn't know. I told y'all, people don't wake up out of bed one morning and decide and make a decision and they going. And it's gone. Remember, I was making the same point. Remember when I was talking about Xbox's partnership with IHOP? Remember that? That I was getting at them? And I was telling y'all, listen, decisions like this don't just happen. So Xbox partnering up with IHOP actually took time, money, and resources to make that partnership happen. That means these people were working on that. For how long, we don't know. But that partnership they were actually working behind the scenes. These people were actually spending time trying to get this partnership with IHOP. You don't just wake up one day and do it. The same thing goes for this. Don't just wake up out of bed and say, let's put this game on Xbox. Let's make it happen on August 26th. These people didn't wake up July 3rd, July 2nd, and all of a sudden make this happen. No. This been in the works. Sony owns this. See Nixes right here? The fact that they got Nixes, the great Nixes, working on a port for Helldivers on Series X. But the biggest kicker here, that they had Nixes working on a port for the Series X. My goodness.
Finish him.
The fact that they had these people working on a Series S, right here, the S, is disgusting. It's disgusting. Nixes. These people have been doing a phenomenal job with the PC ports. Phenomenal. PlayStation owns Nixes. This was not an obligation. This was optional. This was PlayStation saying, we want to do this. They didn't have to do this. This ain't MLB. This is not Marathon. This is the one golden ticket to everything that these people have been crying about this whole time. A successful live service game. They got it right here. People talking about, Arrowhead wanted the was slick because they didn't put the PSN login to begin with, and fast forward, then they start. Arrowhead has nothing to do with that. PlayStation has everything to do with that. So, they couldn't even put this on a PlayStation Premium subscription before they ported it over to Xbox. You think about that. You think about Herman Host and Nishino talking about we now focusing on monthly active users. They didn't even put that on there. This was not mandatory. This was optional. Okay? This was optional. They didn't need to do this. Xbox gamers don't buy games. They know this. So why are you putting it there? Could it be they're trying to get their money back from all the live service canceled games? What is it? They've been canceling games all over the place. They had to refund everybody for the Concord. What is it? I told y'all from that fireside chat that these people had. I told y'all that same day. These people don't know what to do. They're clueless. They don't know in which direction to go. They don't know. Now watch every single Xbox buy this game. You know why? Because they're going to send a message to PlayStation. If Helldivers 2 somehow makes it to sell 2 million copies, it's going to send a strong message to PlayStation. And you know what's coming next? Spider-Man. In that Spider-Man is a Marvel character. Spider-Man is a beloved character across the board. Everybody loves Spider-Man. Marvel, IP, licensed IP, Disney. Who wouldn't eat up Spider-Man over at Xbox? It's coming. They got Nixes under their belt. Let's see how they do with this port. Nixes have been killing it with the PC ports. So I have no doubt in my mind that this Xbox port is gonna be just as good. But I want to hear what the excuse is gonna be once Marvel Spider-Man is on Xbox. You're gonna see people out here talking about blaming it on the multiverse saga. No. It's because Disney's working on multiverse saga. So they told PlayStation that they wanted to go on Xbox so it could look like an illusion. Like that's another world. The excuses are they ridiculous for this Helldiver stuff. It's ridiculous, bro. Don't fall into the same mindset that the Xbox fell into. Just call it for what it is. This is a PlayStation game. Published. PlayStation. Not Kojima. This is not MLB. This is not Marathon. This is PlayStation's game right here. This is the console seller right here. You want Helldivers? Go get a PlayStation. This is it right here. This is not to say that somehow people are going to go start buying Xbox consoles, things like that. Because even if you think about that, it's like, then what is this game going to Xbox for? For what? It makes no sense. This game has already made way more money than they could have ever imagined. Guarantee. PlayStation nor Arrowhead ever thought that this day will be here and they sold that many copies of Helldivers. Never. Never. Guarantee you. Guarantee you. So these people already made up the money that they spent on this game. And then some. And then some. These people are, they basically rich. Arrowhead is chilling. And that always made me wonder. It's so crazy. Every time I'm playing, I'm like, are they ever going to update the game? Like a real update? Like a new game modes? You know, different things that the game feels different? And it's just that Arrowhead was already thinking ahead. They was like, you know what? You made the game, did a few patches, got the war bonds. We being bought out by Tencent. We gonna focus on our own game because we want to do what we want to do. PlayStation, we love them, but they at the end of the day, they own Helldivers. And PlayStation being lost in the sauce, because that's what they are right now. Even after seeing the sales of this game, they still didn't put the effort into this game. The game took off because the game was that good. The game was that good because Arrowhead made it, not PlayStation. Arrowhead. And they still didn't find, they were still so lost trying to find another live service game. Because what this said to me was, this is not the type of live service that they want to be successful. They want to find your Apex Legends, your Fortnites, your Overwatches. They were looking for something like that to hit. Not for something like this. They want you in the microtransaction store day in and day out. Helldivers 2 doesn't give you that. You could work for everything that you get in Helldivers 2. But you see, they could have worked that into Helldivers 2 if they wanted to. Slowly implement this, little by little. Oh, you're here. You could get this. Here. But they say, you know what? Let's look elsewhere. Let's go get Jay Raymond. Let's go get Jason Blundell. Let's go get Team LFG. We got Blue Point working on God of War live service. We got Bungie, by the way, with Marathon. Don't worry, one of those are gonna hit. Forget about Helldivers. Just let it do what it do. That's it. No live service game, from what I can see, that these people have lined up, is going to match the success that Helldivers 2 gave them. Marathon will have to do a complete 180 and come out as a completely different game. Because if it was one game that would have had the potential to do so, to knock Helldivers 2, it was going to be Marathon because it is Bungie. But after everything that happened, by the way, these people still haven't come out and spoken about it, by the way. That's no longer an option. So, these people are about to start working on their own game. What's going to happen to Helldivers 2? I don't know. People talking about they trying to squeeze the last bit of momentum that Helldivers 2 got. It's a live service game. If you updated it, if you spent the time and resources behind it, why would you be trying to be thinking out here that you're trying to squeeze at the last bit of juice that this game got? It's a live service game. It's only been out for 1 year. What are you talking about? Squeeze the last bit of juice. What are you talking about? It's only been out for 1 year. But PlayStation lost. I keep telling y'all. PlayStation is lost. You know those companies that let the people that work in there do whatever they want? That's PlayStation. These people have gotten such big heads, such as Neil Druckmann and Cory Barlog and the rest of them. These people are doing whatever they want under PlayStation's nose. Because PlayStation is so focused on live service games. This move makes no sense. Nobody buys games over there. Xbox is going everywhere with their games. That means they got no exclusivity over there. Those people are used to Game Pass. They don't buy games. If you've been following me, every time I used to bring you the reports every month, I used to tell you, look. Xbox was always behind. Always. And the sales numbers were not even close to what PlayStation and Nintendo's were. They weren't even close. So, if you saying now, oh, but Helldivers 2 is going to sell because of the game that it is. Okay, so let's take that approach. Right? Because Helldivers 2 is such a smash, right? Let's take Helldivers 2. Oh, it's because Helldivers 2 is a smash, so it's going to sell over there. This, that, and the third. All right, what about Spider-Man? Are we going to say the same thing about Spider-Man? Oh, it's because it's Spider-Man. Because it's Marvel. Because everybody knows about Spider-Man. That's another excuse. This is what I'm trying to tell you. You're going to keep making excuses game after game. Because let's take it a step further. What about God of War? What you going to say when Kratos makes his way over there? Are you going to be saying the same thing? Going to be saying, oh, it's because? Or are you going to finally accept it? God of War. You know it's going to sell on Xbox. You guaranteed God of War will sell on Xbox. Guaranteed Spider-Man will sell on Xbox. Guaranteed Helldivers 2 is going to sell on Xbox. Guaranteed The Last of Us is going to sell on Xbox. Every game that PlayStation does will sell because they're that good. That's why. So you could put that to every game. You could say that about almost every PlayStation game. Oh, that's going to sell over there because, yeah, it is going to sell. Because those games are that good. They're great. PlayStation is the best. Okay? PlayStation is the best. So, of course, those games are going to sell over there. Of course. But that shouldn't be the excuse. That should be the excuse of telling everybody else to get a PlayStation. Not to put those games on Xbox so y'all could go play them over there. Isn't that the whole exclusivity thing that everybody talking about? It's supposed to make you come over here and buy PlayStations? Also, everybody keep talking about how profitable, how great PlayStation 5 is. This, that, and the third. But when is it going to plateau? Because if you keep looking at what Sean Layden said months ago, which I brought you the article here, he said, and I covered that article, that interview in my channel, by the way. I did 2 parts on that. Some parts I disagreed with him. And looking back now, that's why he is Sean Layden. That's why he is who he is. Because he saw it already. So you know who won? AMD. You know, consoles is not enough anymore. Why? Because we keep selling to the same people over and over. Excuse me. We're not getting any new customers. Because if you was getting new customers, the PlayStation 5 being the most profitable console, which it should be this way. So this should come as no surprise. This is what we should be saying. That yes, it is the most profitable. But could we say, is it going to beat out PlayStation 2's 160 million units sold? Is PlayStation 5 going to top PS2? I want to know. Profitable in the sense of monthly active users, PlayStation Store, what else? Buying up DLCs, this, that, and the third. That's why. Call of Duty. That's why. Xbox is trash. That's why. That's why. But the actual console sales, are the consoles for PS5 gonna outdo PlayStation 2's 160 million units sold? Yes or no? Know why it's not going to? Because you keep selling to the same people. That's what Sean Layden was saying. You're not gaining any new customers. It's the same people over and over and over. So no. And on top of that, they already talking about PlayStation 6, which got me pissed off. I just finished buying a PS5 Pro. The hell you talking to me about PlayStation 6? I don't want to see nothing about PlayStation 6. Keep all that conversation behind the scenes. I don't need to hear none of that. What I need to hear is Neil Druckmann coming out of wherever the hell he at, talking to me about the next Last of Us Part 3, or the Intergalactic, or the next Uncharted. And I need Corey's ass to come out of whatever hole he's sitting in and talk to me about this damn sci-fi game he's been working on since 2018. That's what I need. So I could take full advantage of my damn PS5 Pro. That's what I need. Where the hell these people at? Oh, let me show you where these people. Wanna know where these people at? You wanna know where these people at? This is where these people at right here. Shout outs to E4 Extreme, because he was the one that said this, and I didn't catch it. But I saw what he said about it on Twitter, and he pointed it out, and I said, dang. Now is the right time for me to transition my complete focus. These people are, this is absolutely disgusting. My complete focus to Naughty Dog and its future projects, including writing and directing our exciting next game, Intergalactic: The Heretic Prophet, along with my responsibility as studio head and head of creative. We gotta drop a bomb for our boy Neil Druckmann over here. Shout outs to my brother SN Kev in the building. Kev, what's good, my brother? Appreciate you, bro. I appreciate that $2 bomb. He said, gifted. If I see Phil Spencer on Helldivers 2, I'm booting him.
Finish him.
Bro, Phil Spencer was playing Indiana Jones and the Great Circle at the time that all the layoffs were being announced. When all the news was coming out, Phil Spencer was on Xbox playing Indiana Jones. We gotta drop a bomb for our boy Phil Spencer in the building, man. He out here. He don't give a damn what you think about him. Yo, Kev, I appreciate that, my brother. Getting back to Neil Druckmann. Which, by the way, also, right? Also, where is it? Now being reported. That Ms. Haley Gross is also stepping away from The Last of Us 3. And she gonna go and work on Intergalactic and the rest of the projects that Neil Druckmann said he wanted to do. I mean, what were you gonna do? Stay on the show without Neil Druckmann? So she is now going along with Neil Druckmann as well, which is, by the way, Neil Druckmann's co-writer, by the way. Haley Gross is the lady in Intergalactic in the what you call it? In the trailer. The one that Jordan is talking to on the TV screen, that's Haley Gross in that screen. That's her. She's a co-writer with Neil Druckmann. She is now doing the same thing Neil Druckmann is doing. But you see, the head of Naughty Dog is Neil Druckmann. And it's crazy because it's so funny because I'm just remembering that the OGs of Naughty Dog, the founders of Naughty Dog, recently visited the offices of Naughty Dog. They were just in the office. Now, could they have said something to Neil? Whatever, I don't know. Right? I don't know. But they were just at the Naughty Dog offices. A couple days later, Neil Druckmann puts out this statement right here. Okay? Maybe a day or two later, he puts out this statement. I'm not saying that they might have told him something, or, you know, they might have told him, yo, you fucking up, right? Like, what's up? Like, you got to get back to doing what you're doing. Naughty Dog. I get it. You got The Last of Us Season 2 is doing great. Put somebody in charge of that. Gave him the blueprint. You did it. What you doing? That could have been a conversation. I don't know. These people are already talking about PlayStation 6 before we getting an intergalactic game, a Naughty Dog game, a Cory Barlog game. Cory Barlog has been working on that game since 2018. Okay? 2018. And when they show us that trailer, you know what's going to happen? It's going to be a cinematic trailer. Gameplay, no release date, no release window probably. Who knows? Meanwhile, you got people out here putting out game trailers, and they just started working on the game like 2-3 years ago, and they already got gameplay for us. You know, I was looking at E3, 2017's PlayStation E3. They must have shown in that E3 about, I'm going to say, about 8 or 9 games. Out of those 9 games that they showed, 7 of them were PlayStation first-party studios. 2 of them, the top of my head that I could remember, was Monster Hunter World, and another game. 7 out of the 9 games that were shown were PlayStation Studio games. You look now, fast forward to State of Plays, the whole entire State of Play is third party. One PlayStation Studio at the end of the showcase. Good night. See ya. I'm here. Wait, that's it? Yeah, see you. It's disgusting, bro. What these people doing. It's disgusting, bro. That this man is allowed to move like this. Now all of a sudden it's being known Insomniac has been out here putting in work. I seen people trying to get at Insomniac. I'm like, for what? They gave you Ratchet and Clank. They gave you Spider-Man, Miles Morales. They gave you Spider-Man 2. I think I'm forgetting another one. What you focusing on Insomniac for? That they haven't showed us Wolverine. Okay, we know what happened to them. Can they get a break? Can they get it together? I haven't seen one person out here asking where Cory Barlog at. I haven't seen one person looking for this man. I have not seen it. It's disgusting, bro. These people already talking about PlayStation 6. You know what that tells me right here? You know what this tells me? That we're not going to be seeing Intergalactic until the PS6 comes out. The next trailer they show for this game better have gameplay and better have a release window or a release date. When I see Cory Barlog's game, it better have a gameplay, release window, and release date. Or I'm gonna get at their asses too. Sony is out here using their time and resources to port games over to Xbox Series S. You know, the one console that we've been shitting on this whole time? The one console that we've been saying that console is trash, that should have never seen the light of day? Yeah, that one. You got Nixes. You got PlayStation. Top of the food chain. PlayStation is the top of the food chain. Everything they do is high quality. Top notch. Spending $200 million to make a game. You got the great Nixes, who's been doing a phenomenal job with the PC ports. Killing it. I live streamed the whole entire Last of Us Part 2 remastered on PC. Not one glitch. I didn't have to boot up again. I didn't have to shut down my computer. It looked beautiful. It ran beautiful. Nothing. And I was using Plitch on top of that. And nothing. The game from start to finish. I was like, whoop. You got the working on an Xbox Series S port of the fastest selling game in the 30 years of PlayStation's history. Okay? The fastest selling game in the 30 years. You know, those 30 years, those glory years that we was celebrating last September, last December. Everybody was all happy. We're going to get a showcase. All the nostalgic games that come to our mind. Yeah, Helldivers 2 was the fastest selling game. It's going over to X. Here you go. Enjoy it. And you got people like Neil Druckmann out here talking about it is now the right time for me to transition my complete focus. Nobody told your ass to be going to go do a Last of Us series on HBO Max. Nobody told you that. Who told you that? You should have known that if this was going to take away too much time out of your day from focusing on Intergalactic, on The Last of Us Part 3, on the new Uncharted, on possibly a new Jack and Dexter, on possibly other new IPs that y'all might have had in mind. Nobody told your ass to go ahead and do HBO Series Max, but you decided to do it because you wanted the money, right? And good for you. Okay, that's fine. As long as they don't take away from the games. Well, here it is. The latest news coming out of Neil Druckmann. That it actually took away the focus from the games. So now here we are. Now we got to suffer for that. It's ridiculous. It's ridiculous. He's the writer. He's the head of creative. You know what he's doing with the Last of Us season on HBO? He is now putting his full trust on Craig Mazin to continue moving the series forward. At least season 3. We don't know if we're going to get a season 4. But technically, that's his baby. He's supposed to be there for season 3. Neil Druckmann is supposed to be there. Him and Haley Gross, they are supposed to be there. That's his baby, The Last of Us. I want full control over this. He must have gotten some heat. He must have gotten something. But the key words here are he's going to give his complete focus now to Naughty Dog and the future projects. He wasn't in it. He was somewhere else. He's trying to be this big-time Hollywood director, whatever it is he's trying to do. It's absolutely disgusting. Knowing the responsibility that you have in your hands. Knowing the responsibility that you have as being the head of the studio of one of the top 3 game studios in the gaming industry. It's Rockstar, it's Naughty Dog, and third, you could put whoever the hell you want to put in there. But you best believe that Rockstar and Naughty Dog is in that top 3 conversation. Third, you put whoever the hell you want to put in there. So it is his responsibility to make that happen. Look at what Rockstar is doing with GTA. They full head on with GTA 6. They were full head on with GTA 5. Look how much money that got them. You know why? They kept spending their time, their energy, their resources behind the game. It's working for you? Go at it. Go at it. If it's working, go at it. That's Rockstar mentality. Keep it going, keep it going, keep it going. This is the money maker. Keep going. You think Rockstar couldn't have had chances to make some sort of movie or create some sort of like mini series pertaining to GTA or something, anything? Being how popular GTA is, you think they didn't have an opportunity to do something on the side and be like, yo, let's do this for Rockstar? They throwing money at us. Let's go over here. No. Know what they do? We don't need that. We right here. You know what they got people doing? Coming to them. Yo, can you put my music in your game? Can you create my own radio station in GTA 6? How much we gotta pay you? I'm trying to have my own radio station in your game. DJ Khaled. And there's more to come. No. You come to us. Our money's right here. Right here. It's not on HBO. It's right here. Yeah, we got offered millions of dollars. You know what? That ain't gonna be worth my time. Because what I got cooking over here is gonna dethrone all that money that was being thrown to me by HBO, by Hulu, by Netflix, or whoever the hell wanted to throw money at them. You know what Strauss Zelnick said? No, thank you. Oh, throwing you about $200 million. So what? I'm going to make that $200 million on the first day GTA 6 launches. What the hell are you talking to me about? Well, we got Neil Druckmann over here doing whatever the hell he want, because you got Herman Host over there. You got Nashino and Totoki having no clue as to what the hell these people got. They couldn't even handle one of the most successful games in the history of PlayStation, Helldivers 2. And this is what they want. This is what they're telling the people they want to succeed in. Live service. And they have it in their hands, and they don't even know how to handle that. I'm telling you. Bro. I am telling you. People don't know what they're doing, bro. That's why Herman Host decided to pre-record that damn fireside chat. That's why. That's why that fireside chat wasn't live. It was pre-recorded. I showed you my Twitter rant. I went on a Twitter rant that day. Because I had it, and people trying to come at me. Because I'm not being a fanboy. People trying to come at me. Fast forward. Here you go. Here you go. Fast forward. There it is. Spider-Man's next. They're going to blame that on the multi-saga universe. You already know that excuse is coming. God of War is going to come. Oh, that game came out in 2018. Don't worry. Horizon's going to come. Oh, we don't really care about Horizon. It's okay. It's the Decima engine. Kojima already put his game over there, so it's okay. It's easy. It's easy. Returnal's going. Nobody gonna care about that because nobody bought it. They gonna keep it moving. Oh, it's just Returnal. Don't worry. They gonna keep it pushing. No game is safe. It don't matter if this is a live service, single player game. This is a PlayStation published game at the end. Okay. Owned by PlayStation. Ran by PlayStation. This is the reality of it. Whatever comes after that are excuses and are things for you to say to yourself, oh no, it's not gonna happen. It's not happening. But the facts, okay? I'm talking to you about a fact. Not an opinion, a fact. The fact is that this is a PlayStation studio. Owned IP. That was developed by Arrowhead, which were just developing the game, which was now being ported by another PlayStation first-party studio in Nix's to port the game over to Xbox. That's the reality. There's no way around that. That's the reality of it. That's the truth about it. MLB, the show, MLB owns that. That's not a PlayStation game. They decide what they want. Because if PlayStation don't abide, they'll remove the license from PlayStation and give it to somebody else. Here, you make the game. PlayStation don't want that. Marathon, it's already been said, it was in the damn contracts when PlayStation bought Bungie. It was already there. They want to stay full third party. It was already there. This game, it's a PlayStation game. They do what the hell they want with this game. And this is what they wanted to do with it. Right here. They decided to do this. Before anything else. Before those PlayStation Premium subscribers get a hold of it. Paying over $200 a month. I mean, a year. For premium. Could have gotten some monthly active users. They did say that's what they're focusing on now. Why couldn't they put that on PlayStation Plus Premium? Put out a trailer. Yo, you want to play Helldivers for free? Sign up to PS Premium. You get this game for free. And we ain't taking it off the service. So this is the chance. Come on over. They could have done something. They did say that the console is still the main focus, right? So why not do that instead? Get some more people trying to come over and purchase a PlayStation console. Why not do that instead? And if that don't work, try something else. But you know what they said? Throw all that out the window. This game is making too much money. It's not worthy of putting it on PlayStation Premium. Let's put it over on Xbox. How about we do that? Let's see what we do over there. And now the excuse is, oh, but these people been. This is the statement that these people put out, bro. Bro, where is it? Oh, I got it? I have it here? This is the statement he. The game directors, Mikhail Erickson. We know gamers has been asking for this for some time, and we are so excited to bring more Helldivers into our game. We have so much more in store for the future months and years, and more players we have, the more stories we can tell. The fight for Super Earth has only just begun. So now is on some, oh, people been asking for this for a while, blah, blah, blah. Another damn excuse. And now, the latest news is right here, ladies. Right here. Know what's coming after this right here? Gran Turismo 7 going over to Xbox. Know why? Because this is the direct competition to Gran Turismo. It is not Forza Horizon. That's an arcade. I told ya, the competition to Forza Horizon, it's your Need for Speeds, your the Crew Motorfest, which I was telling y'all to buy instead of buying Forza. Remember that. That's the direct competition of Forza Horizon, okay? PlayStation don't have a direct competition for them. You know what the direct competition they do got? Is for Motorsport, which is Gran Turismo. Motorsport is now canceled. You know what PlayStation's gonna do? Oh, we got one for you, though. Y'all sad? Don't worry. PlayStation gotcha. Here you go. Gran Turismo 7. Enjoy it. Is 100 times better than Motorsport. Don't worry about it. Just enjoy it, okay? You gotta buy it, but enjoy it. That's not gonna sell. They're not gonna be buying up Gran Turismo. PlayStation's gonna know this, but they still gonna put it there. Why? Because this direct competitor is no longer in the way. PlayStation was not going to give Gran Turismo, is not going to give Gran Turismo to Xbox while they still have their direct competitor on that platform. But now that this news broke right here, Gran Turismo, because all of a sudden, people want to start talking about, live service, MLB The Show's live service. Like Herman said in that fireside chat, when he showed that graph, we got live service games like MLB The Show. When the hell did we think about MLB The Show as the live service game? It's a baseball game. Yeah, whatever, it's live service. But nobody ever mentioned that. But he decided he needed to mention it because they got nothing else. Gran Turismo. When the hell did we mention Gran Turismo in the discussion of live service? Never. But he needed to discuss it because they have nothing else. Destiny 2 is not a PlayStation game. So cut it out. That's a Bungie game. They decided to put that in that graph. Why? Because they got nothing else. Helldivers 2, the one and only legitimate game that was on that chart that Herman Host showed us. The one and only. The one true winner is now on Xbox. Marathon. We already know what's going on with that. Jade Raymond's Fair Games. She left the building. Nashino said that he is now turning the Xbox. I mean the PlayStation from being the marketing tool that it used to be to making it a profiting tool. You know what that tells you? This is all that these people are talking about now, are thinking about. Xbox, Phil Spencer just finished saying that the other day. We are now focusing our full attention on games that matter and games that are going to make us money. What is that telling you? All you little side projects, get the hell out the way. I ain't got time for you no more. We spend over nearly $80 billion on ABK. We got to get this money back. So all you little side projects that used to be here, excuse me. We got to focus in on Minecraft, Call of Duty, and the rest of them. Because that's where the money's at. Matt Piscatella came out several months ago telling us that, I don't know if it was last year he said it, but he came out saying that exclusivity, you're going to start seeing a shift in exclusives, because in the future, exclusives are not going to do well financially. You're going to start seeing a shift. Okay? PlayStation did the shift with its most successful game. The fastest selling game in the history, the 30 years that PlayStation has been alive. Helldivers 2 holds the crown. They decided to make that move with that game. That should tell you everything right there. You think somehow Returnal holds some weight on PlayStation that they can't put it over there? Nobody even bought Returnal. You think that's a game that you could probably be like, they're trying to squeeze the last bit of ounce, the last bit of life that it got to it. Not Helldivers. Helldivers is a live service game that came out last year. You could say something like that with, like, let's say if Destiny 2 was an exclusive that's been out for years already and it's starting to die. Now, you could say that with titles like that. Don't come out here with an excuse saying that they're trying to squeeze every last bit of Helldivers 2 when this game just came out last year. We only getting started. It's a live service game. So we're going to say that a live service game, live support is only 1 year and it's done? That's what we saying now? Last time I checked, Live service is supposed to be around for as long as possible. If it could be around for 10 years, let's put it out for 10 years until the money dries up. That is live service. So you telling me that's where we at with Helldivers already? That's where we at? It's an excuse. It's not the reality. It's unbelievable. Whew. My goodness, people. So much happening within the gaming industry. I understand we all love our preferred platforms and things of that nature. But when reality strikes, gotta pay attention. Because you're just gonna find yourself making excuse after excuse. The reality, like I told you, Helldivers is owned by PlayStation, not by Arrowhead. Arrowhead does not make any decisions when it comes to that IP. Just like Randy Pitchford was trying to tell y'all about the $80 game. He has no say whether 2K wants to put that game at $80 or $70. He could voice his opinion, but at the end of the day, the publisher, being 2K, is the one that calls the shots. And people were mad at him. He don't call the shots. 2K calls the shots. They wanted that game at $80, they would have put it at $80. If Sony don't want Helldivers 2 on Xbox, they don't put it on Xbox. There is no reason for Helldivers 2 to be on Xbox. This game has made way more money than they would have ever imagined this game making. I'm telling you. I'm telling you, bro. This game is up there, bro, with the likes of Ghost of Tsushima, Spider-Man, God of War. I'm pretty sure this game is up right now at like 16 million copies sold, bro. 16 million copies. You think that PlayStation and Arrowhead would have ever thought that this game was going to sell that much? Absolutely not. Absolutely not. Look at this. Look at this. This game cost an estimated between $50 to $100 million, ended up selling damn near 16 million copies. You think these people didn't make their money back already? You think the profitability of this game has already been matched and surpassed by now? You think that? You still think that these people still need money to compensate for those $50 to $100 million that it costs to make this game? You think that? It's ridiculous, bro. I'm telling you. I'm telling you. Open your eyes. I'm telling you. I'm telling you. It's game time out here. I keep telling you, it's game time. It's happening. They see people buying up Forza on the PlayStation Store. They see people buying up Gears of War Reloaded on the PlayStation Store. You think these people don't see this? You think that these people actually care about the console war that's happening down here? No. You know what they see? You know what they care about? Those pre-order numbers of Forza Horizon 5 being at the top of the damn charts. The premium edition at that. Gears of War Reloaded at the top of the pre-sale charts. Call of Duty. They getting 30%. What makes you think now they looking at that and saying, I'm tired of 30%. Why don't we try to go out there and get the 70% that they making off of us? Let's see if we could get 70% from them. Give them the 30%. You know Helldivers 2 is going to be crazy when that drop on Xbox. They all going to buy the game, bro. They're all going to buy that game. Look at, and this was, by the way, okay? Helldivers 2, by the way, with no marketing behind it. So they didn't even spend money on marketing. Remember, I tell ya that marketing is very expensive. Marketing is nothing to play with. Marketing is a big deal. Okay? It is not nothing to play with. And PlayStation didn't even have to spend money on marketing. See how Doom the Dark Ages? See how you used to see Doom everywhere? You saw Doom the Dark Ages everywhere before it dropped. Everywhere. And I told you, whoo, the amount of money that Microsoft spent on marketing for Doom the Dark Ages gotta be through the roof. Because you were seeing Doom everywhere you turned your head. It even made it to WWE. It was everywhere. Doom the Dark Age. Everywhere. That game, we could all say, that definitely cost way more than Helldivers to make. Right? They spent a whole ton of money on marketing and didn't even come close to what Helldivers did. So imagine all the money that PlayStation was swimming in with that Helldivers 2. No marketing money being used. Just make the game. We're going to publish it. We're going to throw it out there. Let's see what happens. The PC port, that don't matter. That's nothing to them. That probably might have cost them like $1 million to do a PC port. Maybe less. $1 million. Here you go. That's it. And now you look at the marketing that Hideo Kojima is doing for this game. We look at, right? We look at what could potentially be the budget of this game, because we don't have the real numbers out yet. but we know it costs a lot of money. Okay? We know it costs a lot of money. The quality, the engine, the resources, the actors that are in the game, Norman Reedus, and the rest of them, all those actors that they gotta pay. You think they come cheap? Them actors don't come cheap. You gotta spend money. The marketing. So this is anywhere between 100 to 300 million. Look at the type of effort that Kojima has to go out there and put behind the game. Shout outs to Kojima. This man is in a damn world tour trying to sell this game. This is what artists, musicians used to do for marketing. See, when they do that world tour, that's all marketing to sell the albums. That's what Hideo Kojima is doing for his game. Think that don't cost money? You think a world tour, you just put billboards up and you don't spend no money on lights, on renting out the venues, and everything that comes with it? Production costs, everything. All of that costs money. This is only the beginning. We gotta wait at least 3 to 4 months to see how much more this game sells. This is a great number. Great number. But why couldn't we get 2 million? Everybody's asking for exclusivity. Everybody's asking and saying that this is the reason why people buy PlayStations. Why can't we get 2 million copies? The same thing with Astrobot 1.5. It's the same thing. Granted, it might have taken Astrobot a little longer to get to 1.5. And this is just in a week, 1.4. But Final Fantasy 16 got 3 million. 3. This game got half of that. And this is the beloved Kojima. This is the Decima engine. This is that timed exclusive game made exclusively for PlayStation. If this game released day and date with PC, don't think that number would have been higher? Because we could take it there. If this game released on all platforms, day and date, we're not sitting here thinking that we could have been close to 3 million copies? 4 million copies? Who's to say? But we do know that it would have been much higher than 1.4. We're gonna sit here, those of us who've been playing this game, and say that Kojima doesn't deserve that. After playing this game and seeing how phenomenal this game is, how much attention to detail was put into this game, we're not gonna sit here and back Kojima and say that he deserves more than that. This is a Game of the Year nominee. You telling me out of those 85 million users on that own a console, a PlayStation, only 1.4? This was made just for you. This is what you want. What you asking us for. This was made for you. Exclusive for you. This is Kojima. You got everything working in your favor. This is not Astrobot. Okay? Let's make that clear. This is not Astrobot. Because the thing is that people always make excuses, bro. Always. Astrobot, what was the excuse for that? Oh, not everybody plays. Kids game, blah, blah, blah. This, that, and the third. Whatever. Death Stranding 2. This is not an everybody game. Everybody's not going to buy it. Next game's going to come out. That don't do all that. That is going to have another excuse latched on to it. It cannot be that 85 million plus own a PlayStation console and an exclusive comes out. The one thing that people say that we buy PlayStations for comes out and only sells 1.4 in the first week. What PlayStation is looking at. I keep telling you. This is what they're looking at. Why couldn't that number be 3 million? You telling me there's not at least 3 million hardcore gamers out there out of the 85 million plus that own a console? You telling me there's not at least 3 million? Because we all know that the casuals are the ones that run everything. The casuals are the ones that stay in the PlayStation store, microtransactions, Call of Duties, Maddens. The majority of owners are casuals. Well, you're not going to sit here and tell me that at least 3 million hardcore users don't own a PlayStation console. You're not going to sit here and tell me that. So this is what I be trying to tell y'all. Fine. Not a everybody game. Fine. You don't got to buy every game. Fine. I agree. I'm with you. You don't got to be buying up every single first-party studio game that comes out if it doesn't appeal to you. So who is PlayStation to you to have to support them every single game that comes out with your hard-earned money? I agree. But that also sends a message to PlayStation. Because you know who doesn't think like that? A casual. Know why? Because casual is spending way more money in that PlayStation store than you hardcore gamers who are picking and choosing which game appeals to you or not. That's all this said. Ghost of Yote is next. Is that number going to be good enough for Ghost of Yote in the first week? Or should we be expecting more? And if the numbers are less, is that going to be a game that's not for everybody? Or what we going to be saying then? Or it's because people got tired because there's a lot of what you call it? There's a lot of samurai games out there, so people are already tired of it. That's what we're going to say? I'm telling you. The things that these people are looking at. Whatever Herman Host says, I don't believe. You know what another report? Another report that just came out? Yeah, I know, Lunchi. I know. In 3 days, it took 2 months. Yeah, I know. I know, bro. But still. Times are moving. That was 2019. Death Stranding 1. We in 2025. You know, it's Kojima. You know, this game has been gaining a lot of momentum. Okay? That trailer that they showed when they showed us that trailer, when was it? At the State of Play. And it was like a 6-minute trailer that blew everybody's minds. That said, oh my goodness, I'm pre-ordering right now. Which is what I did. Remember, we did that here live. I said, y'all pre-ordering this game right now. So this was a step up from that. We couldn't get more than 1.4? Why we gotta sit at 1? First week sales. Let's go. This is everybody, bro. Not only us pro PlayStation. You gotta remember, it's not only us pro PlayStation gamers that got a PlayStation. Even Xbox got a PlayStation. Even them, they're buying up the game. So what is it? Well, why can Final Fantasy sell 3 million copies? Why? I don't know. Why can't a PlayStation studio, not PlayStation Studio, but you know what I'm saying, an exclusive PlayStation game made from Kojima or Astrobot or Returnal, and the list goes on and on. Why can't it be one of them games that come out the gate 3 million? Boom! Smack everybody in the face. Why? This is another report that came. Okay? Another report. 18 to 24-year-olds are cutting back on many different categories, with losses most concentrated games. Average weekly spending for select industry change from a year earlier. Video games. From a year earlier, close to 25% stop spending games on money. Stop spending money on games. Excuse me. From just a year ago. What these people looking at. Telling you. I keep telling you, but y'all don't want to listen to me. The OGs are getting older. We're picky. We don't buy every game. Like everybody says, we're not obliged to buy every single PlayStation Studio game just to say that you supported it. And I agree. But if the same time you saying that is the same time that you got to realize that PlayStation also got to do what they got to do. If you're going to do what you got to do as a customer, they got to do what they got to do as a company. So if you thinking like that, they got to think otherwise. They got to look at this younger generation coming up. They're the ones spending money. That if you somehow feed them a game that they like and they could consume, they will, data shows that they will spend the money on that one game. people end up spending over $1,000 in one game just off of microtransactions. And you getting that from one gamer. So imagine the other millions of them doing the same thing. This is what they looking at. While we here being picky about games that we like and don't like, and not spend the $70 on that one because I don't like it, because that's a walking simulator. That doesn't appeal to me. While we're thinking like this, the young generation is thinking like that. I got Call of Duty, I'm good. I got Fortnite, I'm good. This is it right here. So we say that next year is going to keep on going up. We don't know. But by the look of this chart right here, the video game industry took the majority of a hit. Look at that. Sports apparel. People even buying less clothes. They're like 12%. Except everything is there. The tariffs hit everything, right? Everything is on the board. Look, furniture, apparel, beauty supplies, sports equipment, technology, housewares, small appliances, except everything is on the table. So this is not it's because, no. They showing you everything. Out of everything, video games has taken the most hit. People are spending less and less money in the video game department. And there it is. There it is. You want answers? There it is. It's there. It's there. Things are so expensive. Things are so expensive. Think about it. That Square Enix wasn't happy with selling 3 million copies in the first week. They wasn't happy. They wasn't happy. Why? Because things are so expensive nowadays. Production cost is up. Development, marketing, everything is up. $3 million. They weren't happy. But we say that Kojima's happy in them? I don't know. Everybody has a number that they look at, and they decide whether that, to them, that's success or not. People have to ask Kojima and PlayStation that question. Do you consider this a success? Yes or no? Or, yes, cool. What was the budget like? What's this all this world tour costing you? Are you making profit is the next question. I told you that Square Enix wasn't happy with the 3 million because they barely broke even, and that's with 3 million being sold in the first week. They were expecting somewhere from 6 to 7 million copies. Here we are with Death Stranding 2. 1.4. That number should be higher, man. Even especially after playing the game. Especially after playing the game. Seeing how phenomenal that game is. That number should definitely be higher. Definitely. So, a PlayStation exclusive. Everybody clapping it up. Why? Everybody clapping it up after that financial report. Why? Because what were the words that they said? Oh, they still focusing on console first. They still gonna be focusing on me, the console gamer. Me. This is what y'all want, though. This number should be higher, bro. It's Kojima we talking about. I guess it all depends on what the type of game that you like, whatever floats your boat. That's what we going by. That's how it is. That's how things work in this industry. And that's why people spending less and less money in this industry. So everybody gonna take it how they want to take it. It is what it is. Remember, I told you also, switching over a little bit to Microsoft. I told y'all when the news dropped, what did I say? That this somehow to me, I hope so, Lunchi. I really, really hope so. And I want to change the tone of this conversation that I'm having. I really do. Because I kind of almost feel bad seeing this number. Being that PlayStation is giving us what we're asking for. Exclusivity. First, Kojima. Locking up Kojima for us. Exclusive for us. Decima Engine for us. DualSense control for us. You name it. So this number should be definitely be higher. So I'm hoping that is the case. What ends up happening? I am hoping that's the case. Getting to Microsoft real quick. When all these layoffs was happening, all this, that, and the third, remember. And I was the only one that brought you that article in the beginning of this year. You go back to January. When I showed you that interview that Satya Nadella was having. I believe it was at Fox News. They were talking about that AI venture that he was having with Elon Musk and Donald Trump's representatives. I was the only one that I saw bringing that up. And I said, look at what Satya doing. Nobody gonna talk about that? Nobody gonna talk about this right here? We focusing on the games and all that, but nobody gonna talk about this? Investing another $80 billion on AI. I was the only one that brought you the other article that said how they had just finished passing the pitch stages for whatever that next Xbox hardware was gonna be. And that was back in February, I believe. I was the only one that brought you that article. When the layoffs happened a couple days ago, what did I say? I said, somehow, this is pointing to me, looking to me like, what? It's an AI move. This is not happening because of whatever people want to say is happening. Because the games suck. Because the games didn't sell enough. Because whatever. I said that this somehow, that's why I brought you that article that day of the layoffs. Look. It's because of AI. Fast forward to today. Here we got Matt Piscatella basically proving my point. Where is it? Where is it? I should have highlighted it. Let me just read this. Yes. The big live service behemoths taking so much wind out of the rest of the market is a huge challenge, as the pressures particularly impacting young players that are funneling them into free-to-play and more easy accessible games, as are looking at every and any other issue one could mention, but it's not a demand for a gaming problem. Okay? He's telling you right there. Look, I'm going to read this to you one more time because I was skimming through it. My bad. Yes. The big live service behemoths taking so much wind out of the rest of the market is a huge challenge, as are the pressures particularly impacting younger players that are funneling them into free-to-play and more easy accessible games, as are looks at any other issue one could mention, but it is not a demand for a gaming problem. Here we go. What is so crushing and what makes one throw one hands in the air is that the cuts were reported by Seattle Times primarily done to help fund building AI infrastructure. My goodness.
Finish him.
I'm in here, bro. I keep telling y'all. Y'all rocking with the gifted one here, people. Check the Discord. Helldivers 2 devs have no plans of putting it on. Helldivers 2 devs have no say in what the hell PlayStation does with that game. They have no say. Like Randy Pitchford had no say in what Take-Two wanted to price Borderlands 4 in. The same thing, right? Publisher is the one, like I just showed you at the beginning of today's stream. They are the ones who make the decisions. Funding the game, paying for all the marketing of the game. They the ones who decide where to put the game. Them, PlayStation, Sony, Take-Two, 2K Games. Okay? They're the ones that decide that, bro. The developers have no say in that. Just make the game. That's it. That's all they need you to do. It's like artists when they go to ghostwriters. Write the song for me. You don't get to say where I'm going to put that song. You just wrote it for me. That doesn't give you the authority to tell me where I'm going to put this song at. I want to put it on Spotify, on Apple Music, on Amazon Music, wherever the hell I want to put it. You don't get to tell me that, sir. I paid you for your services. Thank you very much. Shut the hell up. It's the same thing. I'm telling you. Arrowhead has no say in this. Got no say, bro. I showed you the facts, bro. If you want to believe that, then that's up to you. I'm not believing that because I know what it is. I know that they got no say in that. They have no power, no authority over nothing. PlayStation handed them the IP, gave them the opportunity. Here you go, make the game. Whatever the split is with the money, I don't know. That's up to them. They made their money. These people are very happy with the sales. I'm telling you, these people are very, very happy with the amount of money that they made off of Helldivers 2. Money that they could have never imagined of making. I'm telling you. They would have never thought this. And now they laughing to the bank. They got more money from Tencent. Now they're being ran by Tencent. And now they're funding their own game. Getting back to this right here. This is what I told you. Right here. AI. I told y'all all of this before. Now you got Microsoft. Now you got Microsoft. Look at this. This is disgusting, bro. Inviting developers to a roundtable on AI tools for game development while laying off thousands. It just proving my point more and more. This is it. That's it. It's here. Meanwhile, this email came from Microsoft this morning. This is what these people are emailing these developers. Hello. We are excited to be heading to Gamescom 2025 in Cologne, Germany again this year. If you will also be attending, we are offering an AI roundtable. You can provide us your feedback on how you'd like to see us use AI in our tools and processes to make the game development and publishing experience more efficient. It right here. This is it right here. They could push all they want, Malik. The fact of the matter is, okay, so they might have pushed this at the release. They probably wanted this game to release everywhere. PlayStation, PC, and Xbox. No? If you're thinking like that, then you're saying that Arrowhead wanted Helldivers 2 to release on every single platform. Why didn't that happen, though? But why? Because they don't have the rights to do so. It was up to Arrowhead. You don't think Helldivers 2 would have been on Xbox day and date? So we're going to say no to that now? Because if you're telling me that they were pushing hard for that Xbox port, and it's now that it got approved, you telling me they weren't pushing for this to happen at launch? You telling me that this is not why the director Pilstead, Johan, came out and said, we calling the shots now? That was an indirect shot at Sony. We are calling the shots now. He's telling it to you, to your face. I don't know why people like thinking otherwise. Johan Pilstead said it to everybody's face. We call the shots now, not Sony. He's telling it to you. Bro, I don't know which other way to put it. He is telling it to you. We call the shots now. The next game we doing is going to be us. Saying what? That if we want to put this on PlayStation, on Xbox, and PC, day and day, that's what the hell we going to do. That's what that says. So by you saying that, thank you. Because all that says is that yes, maybe they were pushing for this to be on Xbox all along. But that just proves my point. They didn't have the power to do so. They could push and push all they want. If PlayStation says no, it ain't going. And what happened? It didn't go. We giving y'all PlayStation and PC. And PC is because that falls in line with what we trying to do as well. That's why that game was on PC. Because that also falls in line with what they were trying to do themselves, which was push live service, make live service the focal point moving forward. We need more players. Well, if we need more players, why isn't it on Xbox? Why? Because PlayStation's own. That's why. That's it. Case closed. We call the shots now. Case closed. That's telling me that that new Arrowhead game that they're going to work on is coming out Xbox, PlayStation, PC. That's what that we call the shots now tells me. Exactly. Nobody thought this game was going to be successful. Nobody thought this game was going to be successful. Nobody. Nobody thought this was going to be successful. It was a smash. You don't think at the height of this being the smash that it was, don't think Arrowhead would have wanted this to be on Xbox too? You don't think these people were looking at him and be like, damn, just imagine if this was also on Xbox, how much more we could have been making right now? Of course they thought that. Because who wouldn't at that point? At that point in time, when it was at the height of its success, who is not going to be thinking, damn, only if we was on Xbox too, would have gotten that much more money? Because don't think these people are just satisfied with whatever they make. These people always want more. If they could get more, they will get more. So that's how I know that that was somehow in the back of their mind. That, damn, what if we was on Xbox too? Damn. But you know what, guys? We can't do anything about it. Because it's all up to PlayStation. It's up to PlayStation. You got to take it how it is. It's like you at your job. You got no say. If you a rookie and you don't got the time but you want this day off or this time in the vacation slot, but you got seniority people that is taking that vacation spot that you want, you got to take that. You got to take it in the chin. You got to put in time. You don't get to call your own shots. You only call your own shots when you are your own boss. Arrowhead is not their own boss under PlayStation. They don't get say in nothing. All you got to do is make the game, Arrowhead. That's all we paying you for. Make the game. Make it as great as you can. Because if it's successful, this is going to be your bonus. How much money y'all gonna make as a studio, and we all win. How much we make as publishing, that's how much y'all make as developers. If it crosses this threshold, y'all get this amount of bonus. If it passes this, you get this bonus. So it is in your best interest to make the game as great as possible. So what you gotta do, you gotta suck in your feelings. You gotta put your feelings to the side, and you gotta try to make this game as great as you can. Because it's only gonna benefit you if it does well. Fast forward, it did tremendous. How does it benefit them? They no longer working on the game anymore. They're gonna do their own thing now. Now they're being bought out by Tencent, and the rest is history. If they would have been up in their feelings, you know what would have happened? Nothing. It would have been stuck right here under PlayStation. not have enough money to make their own game, and still having to be doing whatever PlayStation tells them to do. That's how this works. That's how this works. And yes, this was planned. So it should scare you even more. Even in the fireside chat. Yo, Phil Bosch, salute to you, my brother. Appreciate you pulling up. It should be. I lost my train of thought. Helldivers 2, Xbox. If this was thought out, which yes, it is, because I tell you, nothing happens without being planned. Without it being planned out first, okay? None of this happens. Every decision companies make is thought of, is planned out, and then they execute it. So this was already in the plans. Either way, the game is on Xbox, and they got ported to the Series S. That should tell you everything. These people don't care. Like I said earlier, why not put this on the PS Plus Premium? Don't you want more monthly active users? Isn't that what you said? Why not do that first? Give that a go. Maybe bump some of those people that are on PlayStation Essential. Make them bump up to Premium. You already reported that you've seen a huge growth in the Premium subscription. So what that's telling you is that people are willing to pay that premium price. You having this in this data, this information at hand. Why not say, what if we put Helldivers 2 on there? Think people would jump up even faster from Essential, from Plus Extra? Let's give it a shot. Why not do that first? I'm telling you. Spider-Man is next. Then comes Horizon. Then might come Returnal. They're going to save the best for last. They're always going to tell you, regardless, the best place to play these games will always be on a PlayStation console, because we prioritize that first. We give you all the exclusive features with the DualSense, with the 3D audio, with the fast SSD, with the PlayStation Pro enhanced. But if you don't care about that, stay right there. Enjoy it over there. Okay. It's okay. Enjoy it. Want the ultimate experience? Buy a PlayStation. That's going to be the pitch. That will be the pitch when they decide to finally do that. It went from Horizon Zero Dawn on PC. The game was already out for 3 years. Oh, it's already been out for 3 years. We're going to try to test the waters. Fast forward, only a year. And it's on PC. The latest one that I saw, Where Winds Meet, they got this for 6 months. Okay. Console exclusive, because this is also going to be on PC and on mobile. So console exclusive. You're only getting this for 6 months. Okay? What that's saying? Exclusivity is deteriorating little by little. Last one standing, Nintendo. And from the last time I checked, Nintendo was supposedly gonna do something crazy as well. That has yet to be seen. But that the last time I checked, that was the latest thing that I heard. And then watch out that Nintendo might do something crazy like that and put a game over on PC. Matt Piscatella, I told you what he said. In the future, exclusivity, you're gonna see a shift. Let's see what happens. But this is just the latest one. At least 6 months. And then it's going everywhere. Meaning what? Xbox. So let's see what happens. But this is also on PC and mobile. Well, there you go. Okay? There you go. That's what I got to say about all that. There's so much changing. I don't exactly. That's why I'm saying everything that I'm saying, bro. Because there's no point in me to try to keep on trying to defend a company, a brand that is going to change. And then you're the one that's going to be stuck there trying to make up lies, trying to make up scenarios, how to work your way around whatever's happening. That is what the Xbox community did. And look at what that got, where that got them. Every time Xbox pivoted, what they do, they pivot with them. Time and time and time again. Oh, it's okay. Blah, blah, blah. Oh, it's okay. It's okay. It's okay. It's okay. This is why. This is why it happened. This is why it happened. Fast forward. The whole slate is coming. The same thing that happened to Microsoft. Just 4 games. It's just 4 games. Don't worry. None of those 4 games are any major titles. Don't worry. It ain't going to be no Forza, no Halo, no Horizon, no Indiana Jones. No. Just 4 games. Just 4 games. I don't want anybody thinking that just because these 4 games are coming over, we're all of a sudden going to put our games there. No. The 4 little small titles that we see them as, they could potentially do good on another platform. So you just want to, just 4 games. The same thing. 4 months later, Indiana Jones is coming. And the rest is history. You buying a PS6? That's why I am seeing these people do everything that they're doing. That's why I'm telling them. That's why I put it on my Twitter. I said, PlayStation, can you please? What was it that I said? What was it that I said? Hold on a second. What was it I said? The PlayStation. Oh, you got this thing off. What the hell's going on here? Can you just hurry up and go day and date already? So I don't have to spend another $700 on a PlayStation 6 in 2 years? Putting Helldivers 2 on Xbox was never in the plans, and the game sold very well without Xbox, so why the move? They always speak on PS5 and PC releases, and they never one time mentioned Xbox. Never. They will ask them, yourself making the same moves that Xbox is doing, you know, putting their games everywhere. What did Herman say? Nah, we don't feel the need to be doing all that. We're very successful at what we're doing. We don't need, just because they're doing it, we don't need to do it. Didn't Herman just finish saying that? In that fireside chat? He just finished saying that. Why in that fireside chat didn't he say, well, yeah, we're also, but we're not necessarily trying to do the same thing that they're doing, which is like opening up the floodgate, but we are considering some live service titles to put over on Xbox. Why doesn't he say that? Why didn't he say that? All he mentions PlayStation and PC. That's all this guy said. Know what that tells you? That they made this move behind your back. This move was being done in secret, behind everybody's back, because they knew it would upset a lot of people. Because if they were straight up with it, they would have straight up told you, yeah, we thinking about Xbox putting some live service games or something. Say it. You're saying it's live service, so why should it matter? If you're saying that it's because it's live service, then why should it matter? Why doesn't Herman Host say it in that pre-recorded fireside chat that he just had with Hideaki Nishino? Okay? What else did I say here? So just go day and date on PC already so I can sell my PS5 Pro. Please. Don't worry. The PS6 will still sell due to the fact that you are still the default / popular console. So you'll be fine. This way, you can let Corey, Neil Druckmann, and the rest of them take as long as they want without giving us any damn update on their game. That's what I told them. That's a fact. Because you wasting my damn time. Holding me hostage. Damn console here. And you no longer see to the need to push for as a marketing tool. Now see it as a profitable tool. You said that yourself. So stop wasting my damn time. Go day and day on PC already. So I can sell this damn console. So I could cancel my PlayStation subscription service. The premium at that. Go ahead and do it. So I can have everything that I need in one box. PlayStation, Xbox, and Steam, and whatever else wants to come out. I can't say that same message for Nintendo because they still exclusive. So I need to get myself a Switch too. But you are no longer exclusive. You on Xbox. I was putting up a PC. I was backing you with the whole PC movement. I'm like, look, I'm good. If the game goes to PC in a year, I'm good. I even gave them to 12 months. I was saying that I was good. I got no issues. Do what you got to do. You got to make your money. Go and do it. You're still giving me a year with this game before everybody else gets it on PC. I'm cool with that. You're still giving me the first party titles. As long as you're still giving me the first party titles, still putting us first, I'm cool with what you got to do. But you never mentioned Xbox. Never mentioned Xbox. Never. Put your damn games day and day on PC already. You got people over there to help you with the ports. People will tell you, yeah, but if they do that, it's going to take more time to develop. So, to that I say, so what? They already taking enough time. Cory Barlog has been out the scene since 2018. So what if it takes more time to develop the game? I don't give a damn. Just put the game day and day on PC already. I could care less how long you take. I got other games I could play. We got Capcom, EA, Xbox, everybody. So take your little time. That's why I put that. That way, go ahead, Neil Druckmann. Go ahead, Cory. Take all the time in the world you need. I could care less. So, yeah, it's going to take a little longer. So what? It's already taking Cory 8 damn years, and we still haven't seen nothing. We still haven't seen nothing, and it's been 8 years. Next thing you know, when they finally show that game, it's going to be a cinematic trailer, and I'm going to flip out. I'm going to flip out if that ends up happening. You telling me you got no gameplay for us? You got no release date for us? Nothing? That better not happen, because I'm going to go off. It better not happen, because I'm going to go off. Look at this. Look at this. PC. PlayStation PC. Yeah. Mm-hmm. This is what y'all gonna say right here. When this game goes to Xbox, they're gonna blame it on the multiverse saga. Has anybody seen our boy Herman host? Is that pre-recorded Fire Chat talk? Nah? Cool. Did he say something about this? Has he put out a statement as to why? It's always a shout out to the best in the business, Mark Cerny, doing what he do best. It's crazy that we've seen and heard from him more than Herman, Nishino, Neil Druckmann, and Cory Barlog put together. Got Mark Cerny out here making presentations, presenting us the PS5 Pro, presenting us the PlayStation 5, coming out and shutting down the rumors of the teraflops for the PS5 Pro. He went on a damn whole 30-minute, I believe it was, presentation telling up the flop nation, whatever it was. Remember that? The flapathon, the flop, whatever it's called. We seen him at Summer Games Fest. We seen him mentioning the partnership with AMD. Most recently, we seen him put out a tweet how he's so excited with the partnership he got with AMD, talking about Project Amethyst. He got a whole interview with the engineer of AMD that they put out. We've seen Mark Cerny this generation more than Cory Barlog. What the hell y'all talking about? What is there to discuss? We've seen him more than Neil Druckmann this whole generation. What the hell y'all talking about? Bungie is a complete mess, and we still haven't heard nothing from these people. The audacity that Herman and Nishino had to be up in that pre-recorded fireside chat and not mention one time what they're doing behind the scenes to take care of that issue that Bungie has. And he got the audacity to say that we have faith in Marathon, and we putting everything behind that game to make it successful. These people are disgusting. I'm a cap for these people? Absolutely not. And like I said yesterday, in my stream, that these layoffs at Microsoft were for AI. And Matt Piscatella just confirmed that, but y'all don't hear me though. He's in talks for the next Black Panther, by the way. Shout outs to him. I hope he gets it, because he's going to kill that role. Okay. Know what the crazy thing is? And Nintendo gets all hate from all sides. Nintendo's trash. Switch 2 is garbage. Look at them graphics. Nintendo's greedy. Nintendo never puts their games on sale on the eShop. Nintendo never does this. Nintendo never does that. But you know what the crazy thing is? Meanwhile, we're getting all these layoffs. Got EA's Andrew Wilson getting a $30 million bonus. You got PlayStation studio heads nowhere to be found. But the only company that's out here standing on business as of today is the only one that has exclusivity to its name, and the one that sells the most. Yet their CEO only got a $2 million bonus. I'm done. The floor is yours. Y'all let me know how y'all feel about everything. Subscribe to the channel, hit that like button, share out the stream. Y'all rocking with the gifted one here, people. I spit nothing but facts. I spit nothing but facts. Put a video up, gonna spend some time, and then we out of here. The floor is yours, people. Questions, comments, concerns, anything. Holla at your boy. Y'all rocking with the gifted one here, ladies and gentlemen. My goodness. I brought the heat today, people. I told y'all. I brought the heat today. Bro, look at this. This is what I'm talking about. This is what I'm talking about. Hey. See? You see what you see what I'm telling you? People want to hear whatever they want to hear. People are People are going to hear what they want to hear. If you're not saying what they want to hear, they out of there. That's what happened to me. That's why I keep telling y'all. I stopped telling them what they wanted to hear. They leave. This is what happens. See this guy right here? Mooch? Shout outs to Mooch. Helldivers 2 devs have no plans. They are making the call, not PlayStation. See what I'm saying? So who's right in this? You think he's right? Or you think I'm right? This sounds like to me he's looking for the information that he wants to hear so that he could speak his mind. And they gave it to them. Helldivers 2, no plans on putting it on Game Pass. Arrowhead does not make that call. They don't make the call. But you see, that's something that he wants to hear. So he's going to run with that. Okay? This is what I'm talking to you about. It's so crazy. This just popped up. This is the perfect example right there on your screen. It don't get any better than that. That's it right there, people. Shout outs to Mooch. But I just got to call it how I see it. Know who makes that call? PlayStation. Know who's porting the game over to Xbox? PlayStation. Know who published that game? PlayStation. Know who paid for that marketing? PlayStation. That's who makes the call, not Arrowhead. So PlayStation is in charge of all these things I just mentioned. But somehow, it's Arrowhead who gets to make the shots, gets to call the shots, as far as if this game is going to Game Pass or not. Who we fooling here, bro? You're only fooling yourself. You only fooling yourself. I'm sorry, I'm not falling for that. Sorry. That ain't gonna be me. That ain't gonna be me. Shout outs to Mooch, though, man. But he's wrong on that one. Crazy, bro. I refuse. I'm here to speak facts to you, okay? You see, Balunchi, you see, that's the problem, though. This is what y'all gotta stop doing. Like, you see, Lunchi, he says, the whole internet make it seem like this was worse than what Xbox just did. You cannot, when somebody makes a move, stop comparing it to the counterpart. Because that's the reason why you're going to be stuck in that mindset of making excuse after excuse after excuse. because you keep trying to compare it to what the other company's doing. Don't do that. Judge each company by what that specific company is doing and is telling you. And stop comparing it to the other one. Oh, but this company did this. Why is and it was much worse. Stop doing that. Xbox did what they did, we got on their ass. I've been on Xbox's neck for the last 8 months. I destroyed Xbox. Destroyed them. I got 7 straight months of annihilating Xbox on my YouTube channel. We gotta call and see what PlayStation is. They going down that path, bro. Every time it's another game, another game, another game. Correct me if I'm wrong. Is every time we turn around, it's another something is happening. Oh, this game is going over there. Oh, it's an excuse. Even I said it. Even I had an excuse. Because I'm not going to sit here like I did it. But this is why I had to pull back. Even I had the excuse. When PlayStation was putting Lego Horizon on Nintendo. I said, oh, that's a Lego game. Don't worry. It's a little kid's game. You know, Lego came to PlayStation. They told PlayStation, oh, we want to use your game, such and such. See Nintendo doing that? Yes or no? You see Nintendo going to PlayStation saying, yo, I love what Insomniac does with Spider-Man and this, that, and the third. I would love for Insomniac to do a Legend of Zelda game and see what they come up with. Do you see Nintendo doing that? That's the difference. Know why? Because PlayStation is now looking to profit, to make the PlayStation 5 as profitable as possible. That is what Herman Host and Hideaki Nishino said in the fire chat. Case closed. Yo, my brother Michael West is in the building. Damn, Mike, you late, bro. I was in here cooking today, my brother. You missed it, bro. I was in here cooking. You just woke up? Damn. I was in here cooking today, bro. Let me see. Day and date. Good for everybody. Why haven't you canceled it already, Gifted? It's not like you used the monthly sub. I know. I haven't canceled it because that's how I am. Like, once I cancel it, I'm gonna know, like, I'm gonna feel like, damn, like, I have done that. Oh, damn, like, I don't know. When I'm gonna feel comfortable to do so is if when they go day and date on PC. That's when I'm gonna be like, cancel, and I'm gonna sell my PlayStation, and I'm gonna be consoleless, and I'm gonna just be straight up PC, and that's that. Because at that point, I got no reason to have a PlayStation console. I have a PC that's worthy enough and well capable enough to run any AAA studio game that PlayStation releases, that Xbox releases, and that PC releases. So I won't need the console. I'm just waiting. That's all I'm doing. I'm buying the game. I'm buying Death Stranding. I'm buying Ghost of Yotei. I'm still here. I still love PlayStation. But stop stringing me around like y'all don't know what y'all doing. That's what I don't like. Like, just be straight up. Go day and date PC, and I'm good. I'm still going to buy your games. That's what you want, right? well, I'm still gonna be buying your games, so that shouldn't matter. Yeah, Halo Studios is also being let go. It's AI, bro. It's AI. AI. Know what I'm saying? That's what's happening. It's AI. Telling you, man. And I'm telling you, bro, I just saw E3 from the year 2017, and it was just first party, first party, first party. You had Gorilla, you had Naughty Dog, you had Insomniac, you had Blue Point, you had Ben Studio. You got one from Capcom, and you got one from another third party. First party, it was first party after first party, bro. These people were dishing out games. Crazy work, man. Not me. Not me. I refuse to fall in that trap. That's what Xbox did. I'm not falling into that. I'm falling into that. Crazy. PlayStation's gonna do whatever PlayStation wants. So you're gonna tell me that I gotta sit here and oblige by everything that they say and try to defend them for everything that any way they decide to move? That's exactly what the Xbox did. Exactly that. Instead of calling them out and stopping it. But since they want to be Xbox, they want to be fanboys, they want to what you call it, still have access to, Greenberg and Phil Spencer and be going to these Gamescoms and live events and all this. They didn't want to risk it. They said, we with you to the end. Now look at where they at. Now look at where they at. It's because of that. Instead of doing something like this. Because I just brought you this report the other day that they were nearing 1 million. Fast forward, they have now achieved the 1 million signatures goal. So shout outs to them. Instead of Xbox could have done this. They could have done this for Game Pass. Stop it. They could have done anything. Why didn't they do this? They were too busy being fanboys. When you're looked at as a fanboy, it's not good. These companies don't take to your liking when people are considering you a fanboy. Okay? Because like I told y'all before, I gave y'all a perfect example. And this is not throwing any shade to them, not trying to speak bad like they are fanboys or whatever the case, but just look at the situation. Look at Jay Barry and look at Persona. Die-hard PlayStation fan. But since they have a PlayStation podcast, what are they considered? PlayStation fanboys. No, they just that's their preferred platform. They love how PlayStation treats them. PlayStation gives them what they want as gamers. Right? They go hard for the platform. Fast forward. PlayStation, the company, sees them as fanboys and they don't want to work with people like that. Fast forward. PlayStation, the company, sends Paris the ops. A PlayStation 5 Pro to review. They send the competition a free PS5 Pro for them to review. But they don't send the people that are rocking with them a PlayStation 5 Pro to review. Because they see them as fanboy and they don't want to associate themselves with that type of content. The hell out of my face. Talk to me about no damn corporation. Get out of my face with that. The facts, not opinions. These are facts. This actually happened. Okay? Factual. Gonna be here for a few, then we out of here, man. So just go day and date, please. Save me the time and the money. Please, PlayStation. Just do it. I'm still gonna buy your games. Not like I'm not. Not like I'm not. Facts, Molly. Facts. I was cooking today, bro. I was cooking today, my brother. You think State of Decay 3 is still happening? They're saying that it is. They are saying that it's still happening and things. Um, so I think it's still gonna happen. I believe it's still happening. I do. Thinking if I should do some Death Stranding gameplay. The Galactic might come out soon. Nah. Didn't see what Neil Druckmann said? Damn, you're gonna have to watch the show, bro. I spoke on all that, bro. But yeah, I don't see it coming early. I actually see the opposite. It's coming late. Coming late, my brother. Nasty work. Nasty work. Disgusting. Disgusting. Crazy out here today, brother. Oh yeah, Last of Us. Oh yeah. It's over. It's over. But I hope it was worth it. PlayStation? What, Naughty Dog? For PlayStation fans, I hope the success of The Last of Us on HBO, I hope it was worth it. With that, we have now delayed Intergalactic. Delayed. If there was going to be any type of future Uncharted. And you might have delayed The Last of Us Part 3. But I hope the little success you got was worth it. Gift that I'm currently playing Ghost of Tsushima on PC. Absolutely gorgeous. This game I played before. That's what I wanna do. I wanna replay all those games on my PC, but I gotta buy them again. That's my only thing. It's like, unless I get them on like for $20, it'll be easier. But they want like $30. Oh, it's hard, bro, because I'm buying other games. I've already played those. I'm like, but I want to play them with my PC. Yeah, Michael, the writer is gone. He's leaving, and Haley Gross is leaving. Hold on. It's nasty work, bro. I don't care how people see it. Helldivers going to Xbox on PlayStation's behalf is not a good look. Nobody should be if you're a PlayStation fan, nobody should be championing. Nobody should be trying to find an excuse for that. They did it. That's what people should be focusing on. Not the why, but the what. What actually happened? Helldivers is going to Xbox. And people still somehow trying to flip that. That's crazy to me, bro. Like, bro, that's crazy. Yeah, season 3 is gonna be different. Same as Day Gone. Yeah, I know, bro. It is a good look. This is good for the consumer. But the thing is, it's all good. I'm moving how they moving. So to me, like personally, I could care less, right? Because I'm on PC. But there's people that still got consoles. There's still people that really don't care that this is happening, that only play on console. As long as they playing it on their platform, on their console, it's all good. But you gotta be careful. Start putting those major titles, like I told you, Spider-Man, God of War, The Last of Us, Horizon, Returnal. Are you gonna feel the same way then? Or are you gonna say to yourself, oh, I don't care? Yeah, if you're looking at it for Sony, yeah, it's good. Because they're gonna get to sell more copies of it. But that's not what they're saying. They're saying that in the last chat was they want to focus more on monthly active users. So why not do something to put it on a premium subscription? Try to get more people crossover, and try to try to somehow market the PlayStation Plus premium subscription. Like, create like a trailer for YouTube channel and be like, oh, look at everything you could get if you become a premium subscriber. Get Helldivers 2, get all these trials, get all these games. Like, why not try to do something? To keep it within house. And Xbox is the same, $40. It's gonna be $40. It's gonna be $40. But yeah, I'm about to get up out of here. I'm about to get up out of here. Damn, I got 3 hours? And I didn't even get to speak on everything I had on the list. PlayStation took me there today. I tell you, PlayStation, they took me there. I was on one today, people. Shout outs to Diana in the building. We gotta drop a bomb for that.
Finish him.
I was on one day, people. Crazy work. Oh, man. I just can't wait to hear the excuse when a single player game goes to Xbox. I can't wait. I can't wait. Crazy. Nah, they're gonna buy Helldivers, bro. Xbox, they're gonna buy Helldivers, bro. They're gonna buy it. They're gonna buy it. You'll see. It's only $40. They're gonna buy it. They're gonna buy it. You know why? Because they're somehow gonna try to send a message to PlayStation. They're gonna buy it. They're gonna buy it. See? You'll see. The thing is that these people always trying to compare. If they see one thing happening with this company, they want to compare it to the other. Oh, but Microsoft did it. Nobody's talking about Microsoft. Nobody talking about Nintendo. We talking about PlayStation. Focus right here. Okay? Stay here with me. PlayStation. And for people thinking that way, that's why all these things happen. Because they always want to compare it to the next one. Oh, but. Yeah, but. Yeah, here you go. But, here you go. It's on Xbox. The one and only Helldivers on Xbox. The fastest selling game in PlayStation's history is on Xbox. But let me get up out of here, man. Let me get up out of here. For those that tuned in, man, I appreciate everybody, man. Salute to you. Hopefully I got my point across. But if you stayed this long with me, man, I appreciate it, man. Thank y'all so much. Enjoy the rest of your day. Make sure y'all smash the like button on your way out. Subscribe to the channel if you want to see more content like this. I might do Death Stranding gameplay today. Let's see how it goes, okay? If not, then I might leave it for tomorrow. Let's see, okay? That being said, ladies and gentlemen, it is your boy, the Gifted One. I'm going to catch y'all next one. I'm gone.